Thanks everybody for tonight. What a fantastic evening, huh? And Jim Duffy, what a great guy. Fantastic. Dundee legend, and I'm sure in years to come, Jim will be, and probably maybe whether it's next year or maybe the year after, I'm sure Jim will be one of the inductees in the Dundee Hall of Fame. He's an absolute legend as a player for Dundee, and obviously, apart from a couple of injuries he picked up, but played through injury and an amazing player for the club. It's on nights like tonight makes you proud to be part of Dundee, whether you're the chairman or you're an ex-player or you're just one of the fans. Makes you proud to be associated with the club. Thank you. Obviously we've had an unbelievable history, and sadly the more recent history has not been quite as positive as it was perhaps a wee bit further back. But my father started taking me in the early 60s, so I was fortunate enough to see some of the great sides down the years, and brilliant. I mean, I didn't see Steele or Doug play, but everybody else that's been up here tonight, it's been a pleasure to watch them. More recently, we all know we've been through our challenges, but over the last year or so, we've made quite a dent into the financial situation at the club, and we're at the point now where we've pretty much eliminated all of the debt that the club has, and we're now it's an amazing situation we find ourselves in, because we're probably the only debt-free football club in Scottish football, if not football. So things are looking really positive from that side. I think the other thing that's really positive of the club is the kind of behind-the-scenes staff that we've got on board, and Jim mentioned Laura Hayes earlier on, and we all love Laura. But Jim Thompson, absolutely fantastic guy. And Graham James, who's come on board as commercial manager. Graham's done a fantastic job, and great job here tonight. But the single biggest difference that we all see over the last 6 months of the club has been the change that's come along with Jockey coming back as manager. On behalf of the board, I'd like to give Jockey a vote of confidence. It's been fantastic getting Jockey back. For me, who watched as a teenager, watched Jockey play for Dundee with Gordon and a few others. It's great to see him back at the club, and I think we've all seen. We gave him a tough task this season. We started off 10 or 12 points behind the lead, and more than that, and also with somebody else's team, which is difficult, and he's done an outstanding job, but for a few unfortunate late equalisers in the last few weeks. Anybody who wants to avoid disappointment tonight, by the way, you might want to leave 10 minutes before the end. No, but it's been fantastic the way Jockey's galvanised the club, not just the playing side, but everything behind the scenes as well, and coming back. It's been a really frustrating season, because we really gave, for all Alex Ray's comments about other clubs and the players they'd signed, We gave Alex a promotion budget. We gave Alex the biggest budget for players in the first division. And it's very disappointing, you know, that. Please, it's very disappointing, you know, that maybe he didn't spend that quite as wisely as he could have done. But what I can confirm is that next year, you'll be aware that we brought a new director onto the board of the club, Callum Melville. He's not here this evening. He's a very quiet guy. He's a very private guy, and he's been very embarrassed about some of the headlines that Tom Duthie's been writing about the Evening Telegraph. Raymond McAbromovich or whatever. No, he's been a pretty. He's been taken aback a wee bit by that, but he's committed to the club to give Jockey a 25% increase in the playing budget for next season. And he'll personally fund that. So somebody said, what kind of guy is he? How's he got into it so quickly? I said, I don't know. But he was coming to the Partick Thistle game at Firhill. He phoned me up and said to me, how are you getting to Firhill on Saturday? I said, well, it's actually Sunday. He said, oh no. I said, why is that? He says, well, my wife has, for my 40th birthday, my wife has given me tickets to go to the La Scala Opera in Milan to see Il Divo. 3 nights in Milan, and go to the opera, see Il Divo, and meet them backstage after the show. He said, but we need to fly out on Sunday afternoon. I said, well, you can hardly miss that, you know, it's your 40th birthday, you made that commitment to your wife. So he phoned me on Saturday evening and he said to me, I'll be at the game tomorrow. I said, what do you mean? He said, I've sent the wife with her mother to Milan, I'm coming to Ferrari. Top guy. So anyway, you'll all meet him before too much longer. He couldn't cancel his holiday, that would have been too much. But thanks very much for coming tonight. Thanks very much for your support always. And if for, you know, things have been tough, we may not go up this season, but we're keeping our hopes alive. If we don't go up this season, we're going to have a right good go to next year. Thanks very much.
Chairman Mr. Bob Brannan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to just continue the night. Just before I do say, then Jockey, a vote of confidence by the